Alright my peeps, this is the prediction game video for the WWE Championship match. You're going to see this Sunday at SummerSlam. It's going to be the champion, CM Punk, defending the title against the Big Show and John Cena. Does anybody call the Big Show the Big Show anymore? I don't know, it seems like everybody just calls him the just Big Show without, the in front. Anyways, by the way, speaking of Big Show, seems like his character in WWE 12 right now is updated again. Well, kind of, because he stopped wearing the camo attire and he's back to the black, the plain black attire. So it's funny how the WWE character, WWE 12 character of his is updated now, while the WWE 13 has the camo on, which he doesn't wear anymore. So funny how that works. But anyways, let's get down to it. What I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to talk about all these three guys and talk about the possibility of them winning the match or maybe not winning the match. If you didn't see the official prediction game video, which I suggest you do, it's the Brock Lesnar vs. Triple H match part 1, where you guys can also leave your predictions in an attempt to win the prediction game. I tell you guys my predictions, and my prediction for this match was CM Punk to retain his championship. So in this video I'm going to go into detail as to why I think CM Punk's going to win the title. Well, retain the title, that's what I'm trying to say. And also talk about the Big Show and John Cena and their possibilities of possibly winning this match if CM Punk does not win. So let's start off with the Big Show, who right off the bat I'm going to say I don't think this guy's going to win this match. Really, when Big Show's in any type of title match, I don't think the Big Show's going to win. And I know he won the championship, the World Heavyweight Championship, a couple months back when he faced Mark Henry in that steel chair match. But, and that was a surprise. That was really probably the biggest surprise for me that whole year. Well, that was in 2012, so it still is the biggest shocker of the year for me. But the thing is, he won the championship because Mark Henry was injured, not because they want Big Show as the champion. He beat Mark Henry because Mark Henry was injured, and then Danny Bryan cashed in right away. So he held the championship for, 2 minutes or so. So it wasn't really an actual reign. It was shorter than Christian's World Heavyweight Championship reign. So as far as Big Show being champion, I don't think they want Big Show as champion or have any plans, at least for now, to have Big Show as champion, whether it be the World Heavyweight Championship or the WWE Championship. And even, not just the major titles, but when you look at the secondary titles, he won the IC title at WrestleMania, and then he lost it the pay-per-view right after. So as far as Big Show being a champion for a decent amount of time, it's just something I can't see, unless it's the Tag Team Championship. If he wins the Tag Team Championships, then I can see Big Show holding on for the Tag Team Championships for a good while. Recently he won the championships with Kane, and it lasted for a couple pay-per-views, definitely longer than his singles run with the IC title or World Heavyweight Championship, but definitely not as long as his reign with Kane the first time around, which was freaking awesome. Kane and the Big Show as a tag team in I think, was it 2005, 2006? That was a great reign. I liked the Big Show back then. He was just dominant, especially with Kane, and then when he left Kane to go to ECW, and he became the ECW champion, that was awesome. That was an awesome ECW championship reign as far as the WWE ECW version goes. He was just dominant as ECW champion, beating everybody up, and you had Kane going to ECW and Big Show would beat him. You had Taker going to ECW and facing Big Show. I'm not sure if it was for the championship when Taker challenged him, but they had a match, and Big Show did fairly well in that match. You had Ric Flair going to ECW to challenge Big Show, which Big Show destroyed Ric Flair and I think chokeslammed him on a couple of thumbtacks. So Big Show was, I guess, extreme, as they would say back then. And he was involved in big matches like the Champion of Champions matches, I think it was called. It was Big Show, the ECW champion, versus the World Heavyweight Champion, Booker T, versus, King Booker back then, versus John Cena, who was the WWE champ back then too. And, back then I thought Big Show had a legit chance at actually winning that match. So, Big Show back then, he was, in championship matches. He was a champion himself. and held the title for, you know, a decent amount of time, and was involved in some big matches. But as far as Big Show right now, I don't see him winning any major singles titles anytime soon. Maybe, you know, once he's close to retiring or something, they would give him, you know, a major championship reign just to thank him or something like that. But right now, I don't think he's going to be winning, like I said, a major title. And besides, since turning heel, he hasn't won any big matches, any big pay-per-view matches. He's lost at every single pay-per-view, I think, since returning. He lost at No Way Out, and after that it was Money in the Bank. So yeah, 2 pay-per-views, but he lost both of them. One of them was a Money in the Bank ladder match, and I think he's going to be losing this one too. Thing is, with Big Show, they have him win TV, you know, TV matches on Raw or matches on SmackDown against the champion, or, you know, they have him look strong, and like I said, oftentimes he beats the champion in non-title matches on TV, but then when it comes to the actual pay-per-view match, he loses. And I think it's going to be no different this time around, because think about this. If Big Show wins the WWE Championship off of CM Punk, then CM Punk, being the former champion, would be entitled to a rematch. So that would give us CM Punk versus the Big Show probably at a pay-per-view, like Night of Champions. That wouldn't make too much sense because Big Show's a heel, and CM Punk's also a heel. Or you could say CM Punk's a tweener, but it's obvious he's slowly becoming, you know, a full heel right now. I'm predicting maybe at SummerSlam, CM Punk turns fully heel, or maybe at Night of Champions, or in between SummerSlam and Night of Champions. So it wouldn't make sense to have, you know, a heel versus heel championship pay-per-view match, especially when Big Show overpowers CM Punk by a lot and has a huge size advantage over CM Punk. Usually when you have a heel versus heel match, both heels are about the same size. You don't have this one heel who has a huge size advantage over the other. Now, I know Big Show faced CM Punk on Raw, but that was a non-title match. And also, like I said, CM Punk is kind of a tweener right now, slowly becoming a heel, so he's not a full heel right now. And that match did not have a clear winner because Daniel Bryan interfered in that matchup. So like I said, pretty sure Big Show's not winning this. Now let's go over to John Cena. Well, John Cena's John Cena. He wins a lot of matches. Just recently, he won his No Way Out match against the Big Show, and the Money in the Bank ladder match against, well, Big Show, Jericho, and the other guys. And when it comes to 3-way matches and John Cena does pretty damn well in 3-way matches. He won the 3-way match for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania against Edge, Big Show, and Edge and Big Show at WrestleMania 25. And then you also had John Cena versus Chris Masters versus Kurt Angle, I believe, in a 3-way match back in like 05 or 06. And John Cena, I think, won that too. And it was a submission 3-way match. And you also had just recently, well, not that recently, but when The Miz was champion, at Extreme Rules, he won a 3-way match for the WWE Championship against The Miz and John Morrison in a steel cage match. So John Cena does pretty well in 3-way matches, although he did lose that 3-way match at WrestleMania 24, I believe, when he faced Randy and Triple H in that match, which Randy won. And also, John Cena hasn't won the championship in over a year, I believe, so SummerSlam would be a good pay-per-view for him to finally retrieve the championship, especially after being screwed over by the Big Show at Raw 1000. And when you factor in that SummerSlam is kind of like WrestleMania, where, you know, most of the good guys win their matches, you know, the face finally gets his revenge or wins his match, really the odds of John Cena winning are pretty good. But despite that, I think CM Punk has the greater chance here at retaining the championship. He's in the process of fully turning heel, and him losing the championship during that time, I think, would hurt the whole thing. I don't think it would work as great if, you know, CM Punk loses the championship during this whole turning heel process. And you know, on Raw, he said he'd show everybody at SummerSlam what respect is or something like that. So how would he do that if he loses the championship that night and John Cena reigns supreme or wins the championship off of him? But that doesn't mean I don't think John Cena is going to win the championship off CM Punk anytime soon, because actually I do think that John Cena will win the championship, and I do think he's going to take it off CM Punk, just not at SummerSlam. But the pay-per-view after SummerSlam, which is Night of Champions, where every champion puts their title on the line, I do think that John Cena is going to win the title then. Why? Well, Night of Champions is in John Cena's hometown and his home state, obviously, of Boston. So I think there's a good chance there at Night of Champions that John Cena becomes the new WWE champion. Now, I know sometimes they make superstars lose in their hometown, actually, oftentimes. But I think this time it's going to be different, and John Cena is going to win the title then. And at Boston, I think he'd get a bigger pop for his championship victory, which, you know, they always try to do. They always try to get the fans behind John Cena. So him winning the championship at Night of Champions, I think there's a good chance of that. So that's it for my detailed prediction. My pick is CM Punk. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, you can click that like button. I'd really appreciate it. It really helps me out. And I'm out. See ya.